Greetings! Update on the cast members of the hit reality show Izingane Zesthembu. Sne was on a podcast about 2 weeks ago, and I believe she spoke very well about her siblings, her families, and so on and so forth. If she did not speak well about you, well, it is Sne's truth. She put it out there, and we received it. It is what it is. You are what you are. And number two, Mpumelelo's virgin has left him. Of course, that also is not anything new. It's been out there for a couple of days, maybe even over a week, that Miss Virgin is gone, has left Mpumelelo. But the new news, as of today, Vuyokazi has been lobola-ed. Vuyokazi is now another man's woman, and that man, Honey, he kept his promise and he lobola-ed her and he made things official. Congratulations, Vuyokazi, honey. I wish you all the best. Now, I got thoughts on everything. This is not a gossip channel. This is a reaction channel, and I'm a react. Now, background, who and what am I talking about? There is this popular family here in South Africa, the Mselekus, and they have a couple of reality television shows, of which one of them is called Izingane Zesthembu, translated to mean children of polygamy, and three of the cast members are the people that I want to talk about. Mpumelelo is the eldest son, and he wants to be a polygamist. Yes, and Vuyokazi is one of his longest relationships. And she was really holding out that she would be his first wife, but Mpumelelo announced that I want a virgin for a first wife, and he announced that she is Matsele and whatnot. He was happy about that. And the eldest daughter of the Mseleku family is Sne, the one who was on a podcast. I want to talk about her. Let me start with her eldest daughter, big sis, Sne. Sne has always been a controversial figure in all these families' reality television shows. Us as the public, we would hate on her, and then we would sympathize with her, feeling that her father and the rest of the family are very unfair towards her. But then we would turn and we'll be like, but why would Sne do that? Her herself, why is she being a good mother to her children? Why does she keep having more children? Why is she being disrespectful to her father? Why does Sne always choose a man over her family, and so on and so forth? So Sne was on a podcast called Podcast About Nothing. I think the two interviewees did a very good job in making Sne feel comfortable and interviewing her and just getting the truth out of her. Honestly, it didn't take that much. Honestly, Sne understood the assignment. She came ready to be candid and open about everybody and everything. She spoke about her siblings, how she loves Abongwe, how Abongwe is her favorite, even though they do rub each other the wrong way here and there. She spoke about the fact that she and her other sister Mpilontle are just not that close, but she did admit that it's possibly just difference in personalities, you know. On the show, she called Mpilontle fake. That Mpilo is so fake, yada yada tan 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 tan. And when she was called out about that, asked to elaborate further, she stood her ground. She didn't change. She did say, yes, I still stand on the fact that Mpilo is fake. And you know what? It is what it is. This is based on their relationship. We are not there in these households to see how the sisters interact with each other. Sne was also asked about her childhood, when her mother passed on and how that affected her. And it does seem like maybe, I mean, this is me just guessing, that's where her issues of belonging and issues of abandonment might come from. The fact that her mother passed away when she was about 12 years old, and you know, she was then just floundering, not knowing where she belongs, where home is. She knows where home is, but you know, when home does not feel like home emotionally, that does something to you. And yeah, I think that might have had something to do with her. And number two, she then touched on the fact that she was sexually assaulted, the RAPE deed by family members. They touched on that. But she did say that she hasn't seen that man in a very long time, and she did get assistance in terms of therapy, and she feels like that helped. And number three, something that I just think, and I feel like looking at the socials when Sne is being discussed, there's just something else about Sne. I feel like there's something undiagnosed about Sne. And she just acts differently. She defies logic sometimes. She defies common sense sometimes, and she just lead with what she wants at that moment, and she focuses on what she wants at that moment. And that's just that on that about Sne. Sne says that, she has grown a lot. She has turned a new leaf. We're going to see in the new season of Sne Zesthembu, season 8. We're going to see how improved her relationship with her father is. Girl, here are the eyes I'm waiting to see. I will be watching because you stress us out. She is almost 30. At some point, you gotta grow up. One thing I did appreciate about Sne watching the show was how she took accountability for so much nonsense that she did on the show and outside of the show, where she, the social media platforms would find out about it. She did take accountability that, yes, I did take my grant money and I go party with it instead of taking care of my children. I was wrong to do that. She did say, yes, I said such and such about my father and I was wrong to do that. And when asked about her relationship with her stepmothers, yes, because her father does have 4 wives, she said that the first 2 wives, Macele and Mayeni, those are her mothers. They come through for her whenever she needs them. But the last 2 wives, Mpumelelo and Mangwabe, nope. She feels like she just does not exist to those ladies. She then went on to relay a story about how she once was visiting Mangwabe's house, and the housekeeper at Mangwabe's house was like, no, make yourself at home, make a sandwich, use that roll, make tea, whatnot. And Sne did, and Mangwabe got home and was mad that Sne ate that roll. Ow! Okay. Some people just perhaps want you to call before you come over. I don't know what to say. Damn, Mangwabe. Let's move on to Sbindi. Mpumelelo. There is arrogance. But honey, then there is a Mpumelelo type of arrogance. Yo, that young man is full of himself. Okay? Anyways, Mpumelelo, as I mentioned before, had announced that for a first wife, he's going to take a virgin. And of course, he introduced us to Macele. Let me call her young Macele. And of course, Vuyokazi was in her feelings, did not like that at all. Mpumelelo felt like he's the main man. His first wife is going to be a virgin. Yay! But a couple of days ago, it came out that Macele has left the building. Macele has decided that she is not going to be a clown in this circus. No ma'am, no shade. She is not participating, and I am so happy for her. I'm so proud of her, okay? I feel like as a young woman, when you preserve your purity, your virginity, you just gotta keep yourself safe and pure, just for a different caliber of man, and not Mpumelelo. The man is so uncouth, okay? It came out on the show that he had an STD and he spread it among the 2 ladies, Tirelo and Vuyokazi. And so people were calling him out on social media, and he did not care. He was bragging about it, that and as a man, if you've not had an STD, he called it a drop, are you a man? Like, no. Okay, and somebody else was calling him out on sleeping around and bringing up some past scandal he had with some questionable lady called Queen Loli. And he's like, yes, he slept with Queen Loli without any protection, and he didn't get sick from Queen Loli. Use protection. As a man who is known to sleep around, a man who is known to have multiple women, and a man in a public eye, the very least you could do is teach safe sex to other men. South Africa already has such HIV stats, is so high in HIV stats. I don't know the stats for the other types of STIs, gonorrhea, herpes, and the likes. And this man is just out there being callous in how he speaks about sleeping around, and he's as a public figure. No, sir. No. Let me move on to Vuyokazi. Madam, congratulations. As I said, she has been lobola-ed. The man from overseas I don't know his name. It's okay. He's not a public figure. Let me just call him Vuyokazi's fiance. He has done the right thing. He has made a promise and he has kept the promise. And he has made an honorable woman out of Vuyokazi. 3 things. Thing number 1. Congratulations, Vuyokazi. Okay. The man saw something he liked and he decided to do the right thing. I wish them the best. I wish them happiness. May they grow and prosper. Second thing, because I got 3 thoughts. My second thought, is this a rebound? You know, certain people, when they come out of one relationship, they rebound into the other that helps them heal, and then they move on to their long-term relationship, the next long-term relationship. Considering that this man has a lobola-ed Vuyokazi, I really hope that it is not a rebound relationship, because I do wish them the best. And to sort of counter my point, Mpumelelo announced, I'd say a year ago, on their other reality television show, Sne Mseleku, that he wants to marry a virgin. So it's been a long time, maybe a year or so, that Vuyokazi has been knowing that Mpumelelo wants to marry a virgin. Maybe mentally and emotionally, that's when Vuyokazi disengaged with Mpumelelo. You know, women do this thing. Oh my God, this check has 60 bikes. You know, women do this thing where they break up with you while they are still with you. So maybe Vuyokazi was using all this time to break up with Mpumelelo while she's still with Mpumelelo, for her well-being and for the well-being of her next relationship. I do hope that that's what she has done, because I want Miss Thang to be happy. And I hope that her new man is not doing all of this for clout. He's the one who has been the loudest on social media platforms. Vuyokazi hasn't said much in terms of her new relationship. So yeah, that's all I have to say on this video on the cast members of Izingane Zesthembu. I wish them all good health, maturity, and some common sense. If you have made it this far in my video, please let me know in the comment section what your thoughts are, and also bless me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you. Bye.